Hello, welcome to episode 397. We're going to be doing stairs with carpet. Okay, I think this looks great for a throne room or something. It is using item display, so we don't want loads all over the map. But rather simply, what we can do, put a carpet at the bottom, put a carpet at the top, and then pop down a nice little carpet going up the stairs like that. Works in all directions. Here we go. Just put one there, and we'll put one there. Cool. Okay. I think it really just makes a big difference because you don't see it often in maps things like this. And if you want to get rid of it because you placed it in the wrong place, just slap it with a red one instead. Red egg. There we go. Cool. Okay. So that is what we are making today. We're going to use GalSergey's automatic rotation command, which I still don't fully understand, but we're using it anyway. Okay. Right. Enough waffling. Well, I will say, at the end of this video, there's quite a bit of waffling as I play around, but when you get to the waffling chapter, you can just stop if you want. Right, we're in, well, this version I'm playing on is 1.20.1, but I think this should work in 1.19.4, because all you need is the item display. Everything else should be fine. Anyway, I've already started waffling. Let's get on and build it now. Okay. No scoreboard objectives needed today, but we do want a couple of eggs so we can put down the carpets nice and easily. Right. Give egg place. I'm not going to give this egg a name, but in the command in the description I will, so you can look down there if you want to know how to name it. Slime spawn egg. We're going to need some entity tag. Okay, open and close that. Everything else is going to go inside these brackets. EntityTag will want an ID. It's going to be an item display. It's going to have some tags. It's going to have two tags. 1, 2. We'll have carpet. And I want to initialize it one time. So we'll give it a tag init.me. And make sure we still stay inside the entity tag. So in here, what item do we want the item display to display? Item, ID. I'm going to put red wool, and that will have to have a count. Okay, done. Give me one of those eggs. Bang, there it is. Okay, that's sort of working. Let's make a remove egg. Give egg remove. I'm just going to copy the place egg. Copy. Pop it in there. We don't need an item ID. So let's get rid of that. Don't need to init.me, but we'll have carpet and remove. Oh, remove carpet. So it's got two tags, and it's not going to be an item display. It's going to be a marker. And we'll change the colour of the egg so I can tell them apart. Strider. Done. Let's get one of them. Cool. Right, we need a controller. That's not going to work by itself. Let's make a controller for placing things. Let's get rid of this display entity that we've got. Or item display. Type equals item display. Distance equals less than 10. Okay, placement controller. It's going to be using that weird command that I don't fully understand. I think it was episode 388 we made it in, how to align things when we're placing them with eggs. Controller. Controller for placing. Right. I sort of understand the command, but I don't know sort of how it works. Check in the comments to see if anyone's given us an explanation, and I'll pin it if they do. So we're going to execute as any entity whose type equals item display, whose tag equals init.me. So that's pretty self-explanatory. At itself. Then we're going to do positioned 0.5. So that's going to lift it, the execution place up a little bit. Then we're going to do facing entity at P, so it's looking at my feet, positioned, dump, dump, dump. We want to go back a little bit, so it's going to sort of take us, oh, we want to go back, minus, So it's going to sort of take a step back. Align XYZ, align it to the grid, then positioned, center it on the block, and then we'll do facing entity itself, feet, positioned as yourself, run TP yourself to doink, 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 and rotation. Okay, and now we'll remove the tag. So that command is obviously going to be in the description. You might want to just copy and paste it to use it. What do we need to do? We need to tag any entity whose type equals item display, tag equals init me, remove init me. So we're only going to run that one time. Okay, let's do a test on that. Oh, let's chain always active view. Let's do a test and see what difference we've got. Let's turn it on. Right. Okay, well, it's snapped to the direction I'm facing. And okay, so that's good. That is looking all right. Now let's get myself some stone bricks and stairs so we can recreate a staircase. Let's have a little staircase. Boink. And if we pop a little egg on top. Okay, so we can see it's in there. Now we'll assume that our staircase is going to be a bit wider like that. Now it's exactly the same place, so we've got all this horrible Z fighting going on. We do not want that. So let's kill the ones we've got. Now what we can do is we can come here, and I think what we want to do is first we'll move it a little bit forward, so it's going to come towards me just a tiny bit, 0.05. Okay, let's test that. Put it on top. Ah, that's better. See, we've got no Z. Here we go. We've pulled it out towards where I was facing. That looks nicer, and we just want to lift it up a little bit as well. Okay, let's kill it. Now, if we do 0.6, what do I want? 2.5. Now that is looking nice. Let's put some stairs there. Okay. Now the problem we're going to have here is we're going to make another block, so it'll go up both stairs. And if I get myself some carpet, if I put carpet there, you're going to see that they're going to go into each other, and this is exactly the same level as that. So they'll start Z fighting. So we're going to make this go just down, just a tiny little bit. So instead of 625, I'm going to go to 6249. So we've moved it down just a tiny bit. Okay, and you won't even be able to see the difference yourself. Okay, right. So we've got one bit of stairs done. Obviously, we want to do both bits. So let's do that. Let's clear that away. Okay, what's the best way? I think what we'll do is we'll take this remove init me. I'll control middle mouse and we'll move that to the end. Still there, yeah. And we'll change this command. What we'll do is we'll just summon another one. We could do passengers and things. I think this is just an easier way to do it. Execute at any entity whose type equals item display, whose tag equals init me, and we will just run summon another item display. And what we'll do, what we want, we'll have relative to its way it's looking, and we just lift it up half a block, and we'll just, so the block is, the item display we're summoning at is looking at me, so we want this block to be further away, so we'll move it away by half a block. And now let's give it some more information. Tags, well, we definitely want to have the carpet tag so we can target them all at the same time. Carpet, I think that's probably all we want really. Yeah, and what item do we want? Item is going to be ID, it be red wool, and it will have a count of 1b. Okay, done. So now let's pop one down. Cool, now we've got 2 blocks. We've got the Z fighting on the side, but we're going to have it like that. So I don't think I would put this carpet everywhere, because obviously it's using display entities. But if you just had that going up to a throne room, I think that, well, like a little throne up there, just that little difference, it's not something you see in every map. I think it makes it stand out. It's like, oh, look at this. Okay, I'll show you what happens if we have these 2 bits of carpet at exactly the same height. Now we do have that little line there, but if we have them at the same height, so if we change this back to 5, so we've lifted it up a tiny, tiny little bit. Let's kill that. Now let's place the egg down again. There we go. We've got the Z fighting going on there. That's why we don't want them at the same height. And you can see the outline anyway because we're pointing at the carpet block. So what we're going to do is we'll put that back to how it was. We'll just go a tiny bit lower. So we'll go down to 4.9 and that problem is solved. Bang. Cool. I do like it. Does it work if we have multiple stairs? So we just clunk on the top. Clunk on the top. Yep, seems fine. Okay. At the end, when we're doing some waffling, I might come along and see if we can get rid of this Z fighting. The only way we could do it really is to move the block, make the block a little bit thinner. Can we do that with item displays? I think we can change its transformation. Maybe we'll have a play with that. Anyway, that is the placement controller working. Let's make a remove controller. So this one's going to be a little bit easier. So this will be our controller for remove. So we've got an egg, and the egg has carpet, remove carpet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will execute. What we're going to do is learn how to spell. Then we'll execute at any entity whose type equals marker, whose tag equals remove carpet. Then we'll run kill. So we'll assume, or we know rather, when we put a carpet down, we get 2 carpet blocks, and we've got the egg, which makes 3 things tagged with carpet. So we'll kill any entity, tag equals carpet. We'll limit it to 3, the egg and the 2 carpets, and we'll just say sort equals nearest. Okay, let's turn that on. Let's give it a check. Let's click on the top of the stair. Yeah, cool, there we go. Cool, we can get rid of them nice and easily. Didn't want them there, I actually wanted them here and here. There we go. Nice. Cool. Okay, so we're done. That. Oh, well, what we should do is we should check, are you working in both directions? Or both. There's more than 2 directions. Yeah, there we go. So that's the advantage of using that little alignment function or alignment command. We can align it. Okay, right. You don't seem to be quite perfectly aligned, but again, it doesn't matter once you've got your other blocks in. Like so. Cool. Okay, so job done. I would say stop watching now because I'm just going to see, can we do anything about that? Can we make it a little bit thinner? I think it's going to be adding a load of transformation information, which I hate. Let's get rid of these. There we go. And let's try with the give egg. And we'll just come in. We'll stay inside the entity tag. So what have we got? Open 1, open 2, and we're inside the entity tag. So open 1, open 2. So we're in here. I have no idea if this is going to work. Transformation. Left rotation, which we will have as the default. 0F, 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 1F. Okay. Right, first thing I've noticed is I've done the transformation in square brackets. This is not a good start. It is curlies, so a curly there and a curly there, please. Right, let's copy this bit all the way up to the word left. Copy. Let's come here, right, paste, scale. See, I don't know if we're going to get away with being able to change the scale. Put 1F, 1F, 1F. I think we'd have to do a merge command as well. Translation. There we go, my brain turned off. Translation. 0F, 0F, 0F. Now that shouldn't make any difference because those are all defaults. We will have to replace the egg though. So that should be exactly the same. Okay, we've still got that fighting. So what's that? That's positive X, negative X. Boink. So if here I make its scale a little bit tiny smaller on the X, 0.99, and then we place one down. Okay, didn't like that. That's not helped. Does it help on? No, is that too small? I didn't change the egg, did I? Did I not change the egg? I do that so many times. I change the command and then assume my egg will automatically change. Okay, so the bottom one. Now I don't expect this one to. Oh, I didn't expect that one to work. Okay. So this top one seems fine for some reason. That's a little quirk of that one. Here we've got top one. No, bottom one seems all right. Okay. It's just going much smoother than I thought. Now we can just see a little bit of the stone there. Well, I'm amazed that this is going so smoothly. I thought we were going to have to check the direction and merge in some different translation data. Okay. Let's get rid of that egg. And oh no, we don't need. We can keep that egg. We need to change the second one now. Let's strip out this transformation information. So end copy. Let's get myself a little of my egg back, please. Oh, it goes in there, doesn't it? Oh, it gets me every time, that does. Come here. Get out. Right. Let's paste in that transformation information. So we should have open curly bracket, and then so we've only got one curly bracket. Okay, so let's get rid of two of those. Let's copy all of that. Copy. And here, where we're placing this next one, let's paste it in there and see what happens. Surely this can't work. Okay, there we go. We've got rid of the Z fighting just by making a tiny. You could just see just there. There it is. And it. What surprises? Ah, there we go. I didn't think it would work in that direction as well. That one, fine, because we're doing it on the X. So that one's all right. I wonder why it seems to work for the bottom. I wonder why you're still here listening, because we are waffling now. Okay. So rather than go crazy and change it all up so it works perfectly, it is designed to be used like that. So I'm going to say I'm happy with it. I think what we would have to do is we would come in here and we would then merge in. So for this one, we'd want to merge in and change from this to 0.99 to the Z being 0.99. Oh, well. Well, you can play with that if you want. I mean, if you really want that and you cannot get it to work, I will have a play around. Because I think if we're going to do it that way, then there's probably no point setting it here. Instead, what we'll do is we'll come here and we'll merge the X into one and the Z into the other as we're placing it. I'm waffling. This will be labeled as the waffle chapter in the video, so you know when to stop watching. Anyway, there we go. But there's a good example, that one behind me there. We have a nice little carpet going upstairs. I think it really sort of accentuates a throne in a throne room or something. I don't think I'd cover the whole map in it. Well, obviously not the whole map, because otherwise you'll have a whole map of stairs, and that'd be a bit weird. Unless it's the last scene from the film Labyrinth. But yeah, just a couple. It really does make a difference. Anyway, waffle done. Sorry. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.